Sadgurave Namaha. Today we will learn mantra number 17. Vayuhu anilam. Vayuhu anilam. In your book, Vayur anilam, it is there. Vayuhu anilam. Amritam athedam. Amritam athedam. Bhasmantagum shariram. Bhasmantagum shariram. Om kratosmara. Kritagum smara. Kratosmara. Kritagum smara. Together. Vayuhu anilam amritam athedam vasmantagum shariram. Om kratosmara kritagum smara. Om kratosmara kritagum smara. अन्वय अथ अभी वायु मैं जो साधक हूं मेरा प्राण वायु अनीलम महावायु स्वरूप अमृतम here amritam is Sutratma, not Supreme Brahman. Pratipadyam. Pratipadyam is not there. I will come. Without any word, a sentence cannot be completed. Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji has put this word Pratipadyatam. Praptaho. Should attain. Idam, yehi, shariram, sharir, bhasmantam, भस्मीभूत. इसमें भी ये भी एक सेंटेंस है और इसमें भी वर्ब नहीं है. तो भगवान शंकराचार्य जी has put bhavatu, become. Then Om here pratik, not Supreme Brahman. Kratosmara, sankalpatmakam हिरण्यगर्भ को उत्तर मार्ग गमन का यज्ञ ये स्मरण करो. कृतम स्मर, मैं जितना भी कर्म किया है स्मर, वो स्मरण करो. और ये 2 बार बताया गया है. क्रतु स्मर कृतम स्मर मीन्स आदरार्थे पुनर्वचन. Here we will study 2 interpretation mainly about kratasmara, kritasmara. So first I will do English translation. Vayuhu, air, means here my own vital air forces. Anilam, to the air, to the universal air. And my individual air is Vayuhu. Anilam is universal air. Amritam, immortal. Atha, now. Idam, this. Bhasmantagum or Bhasmantam, reduced to ashes. Shariram, body. Om is pratika or prolonged sound. Krato, here one explanation is O my mind. Some explanation is O Sutratma, O Hiranyagarbha, total mind. You remember. Smara means you remember. Kritam, what you did, your deeds. Smara, you remember. Krato, oh my mind. Smara, you remember. Kritam, what you did, your deeds. Smara, you remember. Slight differences. So the meaning is let my prana, pancha prana, mana, apana, vyana, udanam, samanam, that vital air forces. If you know anything else, if you want to know, then go to my classes on definitions of Vedanta and concepts of Vedanta. There you will find long explanation regarding prana. At least 4 hours I took on prana only. Okay. So let my prana merge into the all-pervading air, and now let this body be burnt by fire to ashes. Om, oh my mind, remember what you did. Oh my mind, remember what you did. So, after the completion or after the complete subjective experience of the reality during meditation, when the individualized ego center has come to experience that he, the Purusha, within you, that I am. So, what would be the condition of such a perfected master at the time of his death? When the ego center has merged itself in the supreme awareness, what would be its attitude towards its possessions, meaning its own envelopments, such as the body, prana, mind, intellect, and so on? These questions have been answered by the great rishis in this month. That after my death, what will happen with this sthula, inert, jada, sharira, body? What will happen to my mind, to my intellect? Upanishad says everything. A man, after the realization of the Atma or of the self, will thereafter face death as happily as he would face life and its changing faculties, changing vicissitudes. Thereafter, to him, death is not a tragic culmination. But in fact, let me check what the message. So let me, thereafter to him, death is not a tragic culmination, but in fact is a joyous beginning of an immortal existence. Thus, his only cry would be that his prana should merge with the all-pervading air. Air means vayu. The opening term in this mantra is the freed spirit. According to some commentators, anilam means not housed. Nilam, not nilam, anilam. Thus, it can give the suggestion of the self which is no more encased in or imprisoned by any material vehicle like body, etc. Let the present body be burned to ashes. Bhasmantagum shariram. When it is anilam or anilam, then it automatically becomes immortal or amrita. For the sense of mortality is due to the destruction of the body. So, this realized soul's cry would be that his prana should merge with all-pervading air and that his body must go back to the dust from which it had come. As regards his mind, he cries, may you remember all that you have done in the past, meaning the great achievement, the supreme experience, not the achievement that I was the CEO of that, I was the so-and-so. Here, achievement means experiencing the supreme. In fact, to a saint of realization, person of realization, sthita prajna, all that he could remember at that time is the unforgettable experience of the absolute which he lived at the moment in his own white heat of meditation. After all, our memory is always about our own most intense experiences. Thus, when the sage or the rishi here says in the mantra, "O mind, remember, remember," it only means that even at the moment of departure, let not our mind be distracted by any other thought. Let us get ourselves established in the continuous experience of that moment of fulfillment as a human creature. Now the thing is, here some beautiful thing we will discuss. Vayuhu anilam amrita. Vayu means adhyatmic vayu, spiritual air, prana. So may my prana vayu become one with anila. Here anila is sutratma, hiranyagarbha, the total prana, total vital air force. Means my entire subtle body, not only prana, entire mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankara, mind, intellect, memory, ego, everything may merge with the total. Otherwise, if the individual subtle body doesn't merge with the total, then again the rebirth is possible. Janmantara ho jayega. Of this human body, the only purpose is to be one with the deity or with the worshipped. It means very significant point I am going to say. Before death, मृत्यु से पहले, if you can't become mentally one with the totality, it's difficult. And here the prayer is, if up to that much, if we can't go, at least after death, please become one. See, what is Sharira? The English direct translation is body. But it doesn't mean anything else. Sharira come from the dhatu Sri. Shiryamanatvam Shariram, which is constantly decaying, that is Sharira. English translation is body, but not Sanskrit meaning. The another meaning of Sri verbal root is Asraya, shelter. Means taking the shelter of this gross body, the subtle body will perform dharma for his whole life. इस स्थूल शरीर को आश्रय करके ही सूक्ष्म शरीर धर्म साधन करता है. So you should not neglect this physical body. See, the another name of Sharira is Deha. It means which has the dharma of expansion and contraction. Suppose a very thin guy, after 10 years, we have seen, like me, like a big cotton ball, moving. Appa, you are that. You were so thin, and now you are like a mini elephant. What can I do, brothers? Then again after 10 years, if anyone new see me in this form, and if after 10 years I'm again skinny, yo, Swamiji, you have lost so many weight. So the thing is, the dharma of this Sharira, Deha means which has the dharma, property to be shrinked, to be expanded. And some commentator says from Daha Dhatu, Deha come, which will be disintegrated. जो जल जाएगा वही देह है. And second line, Om Kratasmara Kritasmara. Surya, Agni, they are all pratika, symbols. Likewise, Om has many meanings. For Om only, one can write one big book. But Om's another meaning is, Om is the symbol of Saguna Brahma and Nirguna Brahma. Brahman with attributes and without attributes, it is the symbol. So here Krato means mind. So another time Kratu means sankalpa also, resolve. Without any resolve, we can't do anything else. That is why before any puja you have seen, we do sankalpa, we take a resolve. By taking the Tila Tulsi, even at our home also, when Panditji comes, they will do sankalpa. So without resolve, we can't do anything else. So here, He Kratu, O Kratu, my all deeds, karma, should be aligned with the auspicious resolve. Tanme manaha Shiva sankalpamastu. All thoughts are not kratu. Which thought, the thought which inspires us, motivate us to the Supreme, that is kratu. And that should be something noble. Always think that your time has come. The ultimate time has come. So just think what will be our thought process. Any time Yamadharpa Maharaj will come and take us. Any time. No guarantee. And now after 2020, there is no guarantee of life. Previously it had some, expiry date, that 60 years, 70 years, 100 years, 120 years. Now all made in China. Chale to chand tak, na chale to raat tak. So any time, any day, warranty gets ended. So what will be our thought process? That has been given. Hiranmayena patrena. Satyasya vihitam mukham, apihitam mukham. Tatvam pushanna pavrinu satya dharmaya drishtaya. So the thing is, means in Mahabharata also, when Bhagavan is showing his universal form, Virata Roop, then it has been told, Tacha Samsritya, Samsritya, shrink your all glory, effulgence. I can't look at you. Only that thought should be entertained. Otherwise, you will be distracted. When it has been told, Satya Dharmaya Drishtaye Tattvam Pushan Apavrinu, Tattam Pushan Apavrinu. Sanjaya is telling, only because of Vyasaji, I can see the Vishwarupa, the universal form of Bhagavan. But Arjuna was afraid. Arjuna is the symbol of the devotee. We want to see God. We want to be one with the God. We will study today Shankar Bhashya, and there is little bit difference is there in the last line. Atha idanim mama marishyatah vayuhu pranaha adhyatma parichedam hitva adhidaivatatmanam sarvatmakam anilam amritam sutratmanam pratipadyatam iti vakya sesha lingancha idam jnana karma sanskritam utkramatviti drashtavyam marga yachana samarthyat atha idam shariram agnau hutam bhasmantam bhasmavasesham bhuyat om iti yatha upasanam om pratikatmakatvat satyatmakam agnyakhyam brahma अभेदेन उच्यते एक्रतो संकल्पात्मक स्मर यत् मम स्मर्तव्यं तस्य कालः अयं प्रति उपस्थितः अतः स्मर एतावन्तं कालं भावितं कृतं अग्ने स्मर यत् मया बाल्य प्रवृत्ति अनुष्ठितं कर्म तत् च स्मर krata smara, kritam smara iti punarvachanam adarartham. So what does it mean? Atha, now, as I am dying, let my vayu, means vital force, give up its physical limitation and attain its divine nature, which is the all-pervading Amritam Anilam, immortal air. That is the Sutratma, Hiranyagarbha. The word attain has to be supplied to complete. Otherwise, the Vakya will not be complete. The idea is, and let this subtle body, purified by rites and rituals and meditation, ascend, is also understood by virtue of the solicitation for the path to ascend by. Atha, now, idam shariram, this body, being offered as an oblation to fire, bhasmantam, may be reduced to ashes. Since Brahman has Om as its symbol, therefore, constantly with the meditation followed by the dying man, Brahman, which called fire and is truth by nature, is presented here as identical with Om. Krato means O mind, whose characteristic is volition. You smara, you remember, the time has arrived when all that has to be remembered by me should be remembered. Means here one kratasmara kritam smara is reminding my mind, another kratasmara kritam smara reminding the Hiranyagarbha. So the thing is, oh mind, all that has to be remembered by me should be remembered. Therefore, you remember all that has been thought of so long. And oh fire. So here fire, see, in some places it is Kritam Agni. And some other reading is there in some book. It is Kritam Agre. Whatever has been done earlier. Clear? So, oh fire, smara, you remember. Kritam, whatever work has been done from my childhood, that too, that you remember. Krata smara, kritam smara. This repetition implies earnestness. So the thing is, here you have to know that first, Bhagavan Sri Ram Krishna is telling manhus. Every time before doing anything else, if we give a pause of 1 second, that I tell to my every student, before doing anything else, before saying any words, if you give a pause for a few seconds, that why I am doing so, for what I am doing so, how I will manage it. If you give some pause, then it will be your habit. Then it will take a fraction of a second. Then it will come, so it will be so deeper, intense in me, that before any bad thought comes, I will ask myself why I am thinking so. The person is suffering from depression, anxiety, doubts, everything else. All are thoughts alone. If you are having this habit to give a pause before every action, not only physical action, I'm talking about the mental action also. If any depression comes, anxiety, unnecessarily anxiety. Not only we give us trouble, we create troubles for our surroundings. And as you will be aged, it's uncontrollable. You know that it is unnecessary, but you can't control. And you can feel others' mental condition, that if you do like this unnecessary things, how the others will be disturbed. We forget it. Kratasmara, kritam smara. My mind, you think, who are you? You are a sadhaka, Vedanta sadhaka, who says Brahma Satya Jagat Mithya. And it has become a bookish word to me, that Brahman is only real, all the world is unreal, this is all our Maya. It's like parrot saying. One parrot has two legs, and in both the legs there are two threads. If you pull one leg, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. If you pull another leg, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It's parrot's word. Because when you start pulling the two legs, then they will start shout and they will scold you in various manner. That don't you know, foolish fellow, that I will fall down? Then Hare Rama, Hare Krishna gone. It happens for us. Entire life we have studied Vedanta, but at the time it's an applied science. You have to apply it in your everyday life. And how it will be practiced? Give a pause. Please start, give a pause from today onwards. Even before sitting on the class of Vedanta, why I am sitting, why I will learn, why I will listen. Ask yourself. Kratasmara, Kritamsmara. And another Kratasmara, Kritamsmara means as an intense devotee, lover of God, who loves each other. There is some unwritten demand. Like mother and son, suppose. A mother always thinks his son is just like this. He can't do anything else. When the son's age is 70 and mother's age is 90, then also he is telling, hey, don't do that, don't do that. Hey, don't you know like this? So like this, or any lovers, they are free to talk. Likewise, here the sadhaka at the time of death, bed, at the time of end, is telling his Ishta that don't forget me. Please try to remember from childhood I have worshipped you. Now you have to take me. It's your responsibility. Just think. For you only I have sacrificed this. You have to come and you have to take me. Kratasmara, Kritamsmara. Hari Om Tat.